Dog Soldier is brought to you by TacticalPredatorHunter.com for your Dog Soldier approved gear, and Alaskan Guide Creations, the original Bino pack by Jared Owens, made in the USA.
Hey everybody, Steve Kreiner, the Dog Soldier here. Thanks for joining me on this video. I've been doing a big push on YouTube, and I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate all the comments. I'm just as active on YouTube as I am anywhere else, and it's just a great tool, and I'm glad to utilize it and bring you guys some videos and some tips, you know, that don't have the Sportsman channel or haven't bought DVDs. And some of you guys are going to be seeing me for the first time. You won't believe how many people out there on YouTube, they use it to search coyote videos, deer hunt videos, all kinds of stuff that don't really even watch outdoor television. So I'm glad to start utilizing YouTube, and I appreciate all the watches. Now, today we are going to go over my Bino pack. Now this is the Alaskan Classic. It's by Alaskan Guide Creations. It's designed by Jared Owens. They come on board with Dog Soldier just recently, and you guys can see the pictures from the last 4 years. I wore a Bino pack the whole time. I think season 1 of Dog Soldier, I used a Badlands pack, which I really didn't like, and it didn't take long for me to phase it out. And then I find the Bino packs by Alaskan Guide Creations through a buddy of mine, James O'Neill. I've been getting a lot of questions, a lot of inquiries about the Bino packs, and a lot of people want to know, how do you utilize a Bino pack in predator hunting? Well, it's this simple. I'm going to go over it right now. First of all, the Bino pack is something I can't live without. This Alaskan Classic has pockets on the sides. It has two elastic pockets on top of the lid, and it has a pocket in the front, and it has a hell of a lot of room inside it. I'm going to show you guys how I utilize it. A lot of people want to know, well, how do you pack your Bino pack? What's in it? Okay, so I'm just going to run through this real quick for you. On my left pocket, I carry 4 12-gauge Winchester coyote loads. If I go out on a stand, more than likely, it's never happened to me, if I empty my shotgun, I got 4 shots right here. On my right pocket, it don't matter if I'm using Donald J. Trump, which is my 22-250, that's this load, or rigor mortis, my 243, my Winchester Model 70s. I got 4 of them. I love them. But this pocket right here, I've got 2, 4, 6 rounds in the right pocket. I could probably hold almost 20 rounds curled up in this pocket. So I carry 12 gauge on the left, rifle rounds on the right. That's plenty to do, even if I'm walking out a 10,000 acre ranch. If I have 4 in my gun and I carry 10 rifle rounds over here, it's probably going to last the whole day, unless you get in stuff deep. And if you shoot that many times, you're going to have too many coyotes to drag back, or you're a bad shot. It's that simple. The front pocket. Now this is a very, very cool feature. This is where I carry my rangefinder. I co-host American Air Gunner. I do a lot of hunting with air guns. Barnett sponsors the show. I do a lot of archery hunting. And even when I'm rifle hunting, I cannot live without a Halo rangefinder, and that's what I have in my front pocket all the time. Now you see this tether, okay? The top lid is held with a bungee loop system. It's as simple as pulling the tab and lifting the lid, and it's always closed. You can crawl around, you won't fall out, but that bungee actually runs through the front pocket, and then it goes through an adjustment clasp right here, and they leave it long in the factory. And the reason why, and I just loop the end of it, that way I can, let me pull my gloves off here. That way if I'm not using my Bino pack and I want to utilize my rangefinder on the range or whatnot, I can just take it off. This simple. So it's not tethered in permanently, but it is tethered in when I'm out hunting. And this is a new feature, and they're phasing out the buckle system, and they're using this hoop and bungee system, and I really like it. Right now, there's 18 inches of snow on the ground. It's kind of hard on top, but if I drop this rangefinder, if I'm on an animal and I range it and I drop this rangefinder, it's not going into the snow. If you guys have ever dropped a rangefinder in the snow, it's gone forever if you take 2 steps. They're hard to find, and if you're in the heat of battle, you're chasing elk, deer, coyotes, whatnot, you will lose it. Keep it tethered in. That is awesome right there. It's a good feature. Also, there's enough room in this front pocket. Besides my Bino pack, I can have a lighter, I can have a knife, I can have several different things in the front pocket, but I usually just have my rangefinder in there. Now, let's talk about the pockets on the sides real quick. They are zippered pockets, and the zipper goes from the top down. A lot of people wonder, well, if the zipper's open, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, with the zippers going down, law of gravity, use, friction, the zippers at the top will tend to work a zipper down. These zippers are always closed unless you open them. The top lid has the 2 elastic pockets. I have my MFK diaphragm howlers on the top pocket, which looks to be about 3 inches wide by 4 inches. And then the second pocket's like 3 inches wide by about 6 inches. This is an iPhone 7. I can slide in that second pocket really nice. One thing I like about this pocket, it will hold your cell phone in good. It's separate from the other pocket, which you can put howlers in there and you ain't constantly whittling through. On the pack I had before, last year, it only had 1 pocket, and then I had to put my howlers in with my cell phone, and I was dropping stuff all the time, and it just didn't work out. So the cell phone in my second pocket, my diaphragm howlers on top, and they're very easy to get to. And one of the cool things about it with your cell phone, if you're out in the wintertime, like right now, it's 14 degrees here in Wyoming. If I'm lion hunting and I've got this pack on, my cell phone is in that elastic pocket. A lot of people say, well, it might get wet. You know it might, so get you a life-proof case or something. But the cool thing about it is, if you put your cell phone in your pants pocket or on the inside of your vest and you go off on an 8-mile hike in the wintertime, you're going to get hot and the outside air is cold and you're going to sweat and things condensate. Believe it or not, you'll chew up a cell phone faster than heck if it's inside your pockets, in your pant pockets, or inside your vest, especially in the wintertime. So watch out for that. That's a good thing that I like about the Bino pack. A lot of people say, why is that so important? Well, in my life, the life of YouTube, social media, etc., I have to have a cell phone. I'm constantly taking pictures and I'm constantly doing stuff for content, and that's why I got to have my phone. And besides, it's awesome. This is like the 31st century or some crap. No, not really. It's 21st century, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, we're in the age of the cell phone, so you can carry it now. The top pack, or the top lid, is held down by the hook and bungee system. It's a simple open, right there. When you got your rifle and you're down stalking hogs, or if you're stalking deer, or you're crawling in on something, the old buckle system clanked a lot on your rifle. I didn't like that. This bungee hook and loop system, I love it. That pack is closed up tight. It's not going nowhere until you lift it off. It's real fast. It's quiet. It's the best it can be. I carry a set of 10x42. These are Steiner binoculars I got 10 years ago, and I still got them. Yeah, that's me. I'm the guy that has stuff for 10 years, and I got tape around the edges, and they're about wore out, but I can still see through them. So these are plenty big for 10x42 binoculars or bigger. As you can see, there is a lot of room in there, okay? Now, as you can see, there's a lot of room in there. One thing I carry in my Bino pack is hand calls. Now, usually what'll happen is I've got a CH1, the dog pound howler. I'll throw it in the bottom. I'll throw in another call in the bottom. And then I'll put my binoculars, and I can usually set one call on top, and I'll close it. So that's what I carry in my Bino pack. I got shells, I got shotgun rounds, I got my rangefinder, I got my cell phone, my diaphragm howlers, hook and bungee system, the lid. I got the Jack the Reaper. I got my binos. I can reach in deeper. I've got 2 hand calls under there, so there's a lot of room in there. If you get more than 2 hand calls on the bottom, I will admit it gets a little tight, but it can be done. So you got plenty of room in this is what I'm getting at. If you don't carry binoculars or you carry a small pair of binoculars, you can hold 5 hand calls in here. A lot of times when I'm coyote hunting, like when I go down south and hunt with Tori Cook and them guys, I'll put all my hand calls in there and my howlers or whatnot. Won't even carry binoculars because it's so thick outside. So that's pretty much what I carry in my bino pack. I got rifle shells on the side pocket, shotgun shells on the left, rangefinder in the front, odds and ends accessories in the front, diaphragm howlers on the top, and cell phone on the top. And I have plenty of room for a couple hand calls and a pair of binos. And you can strategically put your hand calls around your binos, and there's plenty of room in these things. Once again, I'm Steve Kreiner, the Dog Soldier. This is the Alaskan Classic by Alaskan Guide Creations, the original bino pack designed by Jared Owens. Now you can find this bino pack for $99 at tacticalpredatorhunter.com. That's my official store. It's for all your Dog Soldier approved gear. I hope to see you guys there. I appreciate the support, and thanks for joining me on the YouTube channel, and thank you for subscribing. Catch you homies down the road.
Dog Soldier is brought to you by tacticalpredatorhunter.com for your Dog Soldier approved gear, and Alaska Guide Creations, the original bino pack by Jared Owens, made in the USA.